Hello, hello. This is Sugar.Tits. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm talking with Bunty. Hi, Bunty. Say hello.
Hi. Oh, say hello. Say
Say
hello.
hello.
Say hello, shy Bunty.
Say hello to the
How's
nice
it going?
people.
I was just looking at my chats. I probably looked like really like I was like this for a while. I'm like, what the fuck? But I was just looking at my fucking comments on my channel, and God, some of these people are annoying. Like I've got like 154 comments held for review, 626 likely spam. I don't even want to look at them anymore. Like I've got some good like words that get caught, so I just don't even care anymore. If you get caught by the words, I just don't post them.
You're like social media king, aren't you? Self-proclaimed social media king.
I'm not really a self-proclaimed social media king, but I mean, I'm really good at social media because I understand people. So, and like, I know, like, I think about like the times to post stuff and stuff like that. Like, I guess I feel like I'm the only like the few. There's me and some other commentary guys that like think that way. But for the most part, yeah, I love Twitter. I love social media. Like, that's my hub. That's really my main hub, and then everything else is like an offshoot of that, like my YouTube, my Twitch, and like all the other stuff that I do, like the local community stuff that I do here in Montreal, that kind of shit, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Got to tell me about this Dr. Love Bunty King Dr. Love radio show thing you were telling me about.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't. So that was like because like I like have been reached out to by a local radio here. They have like this one show called Passions, and it sounds so cheesy and very fucking gay, but whatever. It's by a doctor who actually works for Pornhub. Her name is Dr. Lori Betito. Yeah, Dr. Lori Betito. Yeah, she's a sex educator.
You said
like
sex a lot of times.
I know. I was trying to find the right word at the same time. I wasn't sure if to call her sex educator or something else, but yeah, she's a sex educator. She's really cool. And yeah, so she does this show where she hosts for about an hour, and she talks about a couple of topics, and she has this I think once it happens every week, but once a month she has this all guys cast where she just asks the guys like, you know, what's going on. And of course she's like this super chilled out lady, and she's like an old school feminist. So she's like a Christina Summers style feminist. So she's like very like super sweet and just like not like a crazy nut job. Like she's like, we were talking about first time I spoke to her, we talked about catcalling, and I'm not a big fan of catcalling. I think that catcalling can be kind of rude, especially when people are when they're like chasing a woman or they're like fucking really making her feel awkward. But like, yeah, and I even think the whistle is really annoying. But if like, you know, someone like looks at a girl and says you're beautiful, like I wouldn't consider that a catcall. I would consider that, you know, some guy saying that she's beautiful. But you know, and it's unfortunate that some women kind of feel like that's an act of aggression. So she's the same way. She's like, oh, it must be. It's like I think it's great to be called beautiful and stuff like that. So that's the kind of person we're talking to. So we have that little thing, you know, once a month. I don't really come on it all the time, but I've been on it twice. So. And on the 18th, I'm invited to like a red carpet like event that she's gonna be going to. So I'm a bit like of a, I'm not a big deal in Montreal at all. I'm not gonna say that right now, but I am trying to consolidate a lot of my influence in Montreal, because right now, and I'm on Twitter and I tweet stuff out, everyone in the world sees it, but like, and I'm starting to notice like a bunch of people are like, oh, you're from Montreal, that's so cool, like that's so sick, and I'm trying to put Montreal on the map. And I think, you know, because I want like. It sucks because I grew up here.
Yeah.
And like I hated the city for the longest time because I was like, oh, it's super French, it's like super like annoying, and like at some point like I wanted to leave, and I saw how Toronto, which is like our neighboring city or like our neighboring metropolis, it just boomed. Over the last 10 years, it boomed. Like it got massive. And like, you know, culture, all the stuff like kind of just went there. All the big businesses went there. You have American restaurants there, like everything went there. And the reason why things didn't show up here is because we had some crazy language laws. So if in order for a corporation to come here, they had to abide by our rules, which means that they had to have, not only have their stuff in English, they had to have their stuff in French. And of course, because they're American companies, they're not going to make stuff in French. So they're like, the fuck? So they stayed in Toronto. But things are starting to pick up here, and the city's starting to grow again, especially as these new entrepreneurs get together and start creating businesses and start, you know, like really like revitalizing the city. So as the city starts to boom, the surrounding areas are going to start to get gentrified. And like, for me, I've started to realize that like there's a lot of potential for the city. A lot of really amazing actors come from Montreal. A lot of like talent comes from Montreal, but they all move out. They all go to LA, and I want to find a way to keep them here. I want to find a way to like make sure that they don't need to like run away to gain their popularity or to jumpstart their career in media.
Yeah.
I want to create them. I want to be integral in Montreal becoming a media hub.
Well,
so,
that's
yeah,
fair
that was a
enough.
mouthful. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for like taking up too much of your time there.
No, that's fine. I totally get it, because it's the same kind of thing here in Australia. Like, you know, we have this show called Neighbours and Home and Away, and it's basically like boot camp. And then they all go over to LA because, you know, that's where you get work. So yeah, like I can understand that, like how you'd want to try and keep the talent. Well, I mean, in your own town, but it's for here. It's really difficult. So, you know, if you want to become successful, you have to go to.
Well, I mean, Chris Reagan, I mean, you know, he grew up in New York, right? And New York is like, in terms of like media wise, in terms of like acting wise, is so much bigger than Montreal. And even he left New York to go to LA, which just goes to show like how big of LA is a city in terms of entertainment. Obviously, it's been almost like, it's been over 100 years in the making, right? And Montreal is like relatively young in terms of that, and especially with the whole like the separatist movement and stuff like that. It really fucked around with it, but now things are starting to stabilize again. And yeah, I'm just hoping that things change up. Yeah,
that's good. Who were some actors from Montreal or Canada?
Christopher Plummer. Christopher Plummer, William Shatner. Christopher Plummer is huge. Like, yeah, William Shatner. What's his name? Jay Baruchel. Okay. He was in like, you know, Knocked Up and that movie there about the world ending. What was it called? With Seth Rogen and stuff like that. It was like,
the end? Was it?
This is the end. Yeah.
What's
he was this, and this is the end. Jay Baruchel.
Is he just the skinny guy?
Yeah, he's the skinny guy.
Yeah,
the skinny guy. That's him. Yeah, he grew up in an area called the Notre Dame de Grâce, which is NDG for short, and he grew up in that area. I thought
Australia had hard places to pronounce. What was that?
Notre Dame de Grâce. I just said it really fast.
Okay, because it's kind of French.
Our Lady of, I think it's Our Lady of Peace or Our Lady of Grace or Our Lady of, something like that.
I can't even do it with the accent. Notre Dame de Grâce, is that right?
Yeah, you got it great. You got it perfectly. That's amazing. Good job. Really good job.
Yeah. I guess I learned a bit of French in school, so kind of got the accent a little bit down. I doxed myself in French before I did a face reveal and came out. I was bragging on a stream about how I could speak a little bit of French, and then I have this like auto-programmed like sentence structure in French like in my head. So I just I said, je m'appelle Annette. I said that really Australian. Je m'appelle Annette, and then all the French people in the chat were like, "Did you just dox yourself? Is that your name?" Well, it works as well because my name is French sounding. Oh, it is French, I think. And
yeah, I doxed myself a while ago. I didn't care anymore.
You did it on purpose?
Yeah, I did it on purpose because I want people to know where I live. I don't want to hide anything. I don't have, like, that's the thing. Like, everything that I do, I avoid deleting tweets. The only time I delete tweets is just to get rid of them from my timeline. If they, like, sometimes I do, like, a tweet where I'll be like, oh, guys, for, like, the next, like, 5 minutes, like, suggest books to me. I'm going to delete this tweet right after. And then they, like, I did that, and then I deleted the tweet. But, like, but when it comes to, like, actual mistakes I made, unless they're, like, glaring spelling mistakes or I really fucked up, I don't delete it. I don't delete it. I'm not going to go back. I mean, actually, before I got onto this account, which isn't my alt, like, this isn't really my alt account. My Mr. Bunty King, the original Mr. Bunty King, was my alt account. This is originally my main Twitter account. Like, I got this when I first joined Twitter.
Yeah.
And it was like my personal account. So if you go back to my tweets, you'll see photos of me and like my like ex-girlfriend from like fucking 5 years ago, you know?
Okay.
And like, but I had to go and delete some tweets in terms of like, you know, my address being there and like just like I was you know, at the time when I started being on the internet, I didn't think that I was in any way going to be like a kind of person that people would want to follow and then want to know where he lives. So
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I, you know, like I said, I also like everyone knows what company I work for. It's super easy to find out what company I work for.
That's
you know,
pretty cool. I was
my...
going to say that you can, you know, be out on YouTube and your, you know, workplace that you work at is still cool with it. Like,
yeah, because they know I'm not a psycho. I'm not a psycho, and I think that because I've spent so much time, like, I spent so much time in real life, like, talking to people and all that stuff, and really establishing my personality here, and like, you know, and just developing friendships, like real life friendships. Nobody can listen to my stuff on YouTube, know me in real life, and be like, that guy's a bad dude. Like, they would never be able to do that. If I look over to the side, by the way, it's because I'm doing security in the building, and like I like look over to see if like there's like some people coming in. I'm just like, I may like be like, hey, what's up? You know, like, that's it.
But okay, that's all right.
So that's why I'm not distracted. I'm just like keeping eyes all the time.
No,
but
that's
yeah,
you're doing your job. That's fine.
yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like that's what yeah. Well, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. What was I saying before? Sorry, Annette.
I don't know. I think we were talking about your radio show, and then I saw you did a tweet. You got recognized by someone.
Yeah. Okay, so I was walking down the street today, and just with some shawarma, and like and like the guy goes Bunty, and he does like the peace signs. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I was in the middle of tweeting at fucking Talib Kweli, and I'm like, I'm just like. And I'm just like, oh, I was like, hey, and I probably look shy, and I was like, no, I felt so bad. I'm like, fuck, I wish I'd like stopped him and like, hey, what's up, you know?
Yeah.
But whatever, it's okay. It'll happen next time.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool.
That'll be weird.
Yeah, it's starting to happen.
That's never happened to me yet. Well, obviously, I've only.
I'm surprised. Oh yeah, exactly. You've only put your face out now, but it'll start happening. It'll start happening, especially if you involve yourself locally, and you should, by the way. You should get involved. You should get involved in the community, because if you get involved in the community, and you really care about the community, and like you care about like, you know, being a good person, which I think that you do. You definitely seem like a very good person. I think that it's gonna be like, it'll just be like really not, you know, I'm not for popularity gain, but mainly for like being able to make a difference. Like for me, the biggest thing was that, like, you know, when I started doing YouTube, I started as a live streamer, and I was using an Indian accent. And you know, like the term gets thrown around a lot. Like the term cooning gets thrown around, like cooning, like East Indian coon is what I get called. And like, it's funny that I'm getting called that now when I'm being my realest self. Like I'm being like the most real, most raw I've ever possibly been in my life, just because I said, fuck it. I don't want to be a fake. I don't want to hide myself anymore. And I get called it now. But back in the day, when I started YouTube, I started with an Indian accent, which I would say is the actual definition of cooning, because I would be like, I was like trying to please like a white demographic, a North American demographic, with my fake Indian accent, and making like silly, like self-deprecating jokes about being Indian and wanting to drive taxis and talking about curry all the time. Like that's what I was doing, because I thought that that's what people wanted. I was like, no, nobody wants to hear me as just a brown guy, because I'm just like a regular brown dude, you know, like. But then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, there's nobody like that really talks the way I do, and with the color of my skin. Nobody talks like this. Like nobody's like, everyone's super pissed off about being oppressed, and I'm not oppressed, but I'm acting like I need to be oppressed in order to, like, I was like, fuck no, I shouldn't be doing this. So
that's interesting.
But then did
you experience sort of, you know, being a different ethnicity in a predominantly, you know, white country or whatever, I guess you could call it? Did you experience?
My neighborhood is super white, like super white. So, and it was even whiter when I was younger. When I was younger, it was like nothing but white people for the most part. I mean, we had one black family on the street, and then we had, and then that was pretty much it. Otherwise, it was just white people on my street, and like, yeah, I used to get bullied all the time for being brown. I used to get called tacky all the time. Yeah, it was really rough for me as a kid, and I held on to that anger for a while. I remember there was this one time, I mean, up till about 2 years ago, or maybe I would say up till about maybe a year ago, I would always talk about this one guy, this one fucking kid named Matthew. And this kid would beat the shit out of me all the time. He beat me up at school because he went to my elementary school. He was also on the bus, and he would bully me on the bus. And then he also lived across from me, so it was just a full-blown nightmare. Like, it I wouldn't be able to play in the street if he was out in the street because he would sick his friends on me. It was fucking crazy. And like, I'd always thought about it. I was like, man, if I saw that guy now, I would beat the fucking shit out of him. I'd beat his ass. Because back then I was like a little twerp. I was a little twerp. Now I'm 6'1" and like I'm pretty like wide. So it's like I'm just like shit. I'm just like, but
did you ever run into him again?
No, I've never run into him again. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But you know what? I realized that I would not attack him. I would not do anything. I'd probably say hi to him. I'd probably be like, yo. I'd probably tell him, be like, yo, I just want you to know, man, now that you're an adult, that you really fucked up my childhood, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm just letting you know that like my childhood was fucked, and I spent a lot of time resenting myself and who I was because of people like you. But it's okay. I would guilt him, but I'd be like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No biggie. He'd probably apologize. There was one guy I actually met though. It's funny. I met him with my ex-girlfriend. This is my ex-girlfriend from 7 years ago. I started dating this girl in 2010. In summer of 2011, we went to this place called what the fuck, Censorship, and it's like this really nice bar with this massive terrace in Montreal. And I met this one guy, and his name I think also happened to be Matthew, and Matthew is just a really fucking common name. And I was like, yo, dude, you used to fucking bully me on the bus. And he's like, I used to bully you on the bus? Because he didn't even recognize me. I look so different. He's like, I used to bully you on the bus. I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's all good. Like, it's all good. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like all these people that I perceived as racist, like, weren't really like, yeah, maybe they had racist, like, they were racist as like when they were younger. But I feel like that doesn't hold up once you're like really involved in society. Once you really start walking around and you start talking to people, and you start like interacting with people, like racism doesn't hold up. So a lot of these people that we like encounter online, like these white nationalists or these black supremacists, is because they're not interacting with people online. They're just seeing like the stuff that they see on TV, and they, you know, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like how many people are like how many black people or Asian people are they really interacting with? Like might change their perspective on things. But I mean, it's a little bit different, I don't know, being kind of Asian-y, because we just, you know, there's Asians everywhere. But growing up here, I got a little bit of that too. But, you know, they'd say stuff like, oh, you're a we call it Filipino whore. Like, you know, you're all of that good shit.
Oh, are you Filipino?
I'm half. So
you half, okay.
Yeah, I'm a half English, and then my mum's like a bit of a Filipino Spanish mix.
Oh, mixed race, master race.
Mixed race, master race, yeah. Fully muttered.
People, like, it's so funny. There's like some people that are like, oh, good luck finding a donor if you're like mixed race. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. I'm like, what do you mean? It's really strange. It's really strange. There's this idea, there's this group of people that have this idea that people who are of mixed race are like genetically inferior. But for me, I'm just like that makes no sense to me. I'm like, I feel like there's so many people that are like just mixed race already. And I've always seen like these mixed race kids, and they look so pretty and beautiful. Like, you know.
Yeah. Look at Roaming Millennial. She's mixed.
Oh my God, Roaming Millennial is like crazy beautiful. Like, it's like nuts, you know, like she's mixed. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I think people hate that. That's just globalization, man. As the world becomes smaller, dicks get put in different places, vaginas, and it's just
I wish it was easier to travel around so I could like see. I wish it was like easier to travel around and like just meet people. I mean, like I like love traveling. Like I love staying at hostels. Like going to a hostel is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, you don't mind me.
If you travel, you have to go to hostels. You have to.
Really?
Yeah. Have you traveled?
Yeah, lots.
Where have you traveled to? You traveled lots, but you don't go to hostels?
Well, the thing is, I mostly traveled when I was younger because my dad loved to travel. He took me everywhere. Like, and then I kind of stopped. Like, I didn't, because I traveled so much. Growing up, I just never felt the need to, you know, that post school need to, you know, roam and see the world and stuff because, but I'd seen like you know, I was born in Scotland and then got family in England and then family in Philippines. And then other than that, my dad's taken me to most of Europe, Vietnam, America,
I want to go to Vietnam
everywhere.
so bad.
Oh, it's really nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I want to go to Ho Chi Minh. I heard Ho Chi Minh is like big for startup culture.
Yeah,
You know, it's so funny because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like out of like a lot of these YouTubers, like I am the most corporate YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the most corporate one. Like I'm like weird. Like I'm not corporate because I'm like super chilled out and like. But when it comes to like the approach that I have to like YouTube, the approach that I have to like Twitter or anything like that on social media, I'm so corporate. Like because like you know, I'm thinking every time I'm always thinking about like where the businesses are at, like what can we do for the community in terms of businesses. Like that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about money. I always think about money, but like in a way that's not shitty, in a way that's not like give me the money, but more like. How can I get people money? I think that's my goal. I really want to like get this skeptic community money. I want to find a way to get them money.
Get it bigger.
Yeah, I just want to make it marketable. I really want to make it marketable. Yeah,
if you can get around the whole we're us white supremacist asshole racists.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, but it's just a matter of the right marketing. And the best part is that a lot of these fucking SJWs can't even come at me because I don't have a history online. I don't have a history online. I'm a real human being. So like they're like, oh shit. So like it's like, oh, and the best part is my old Mr. Bunty King account like got like, even then I was like really just saying nigga, just for being like, I was being silly and I was memeing with people, but I never said anything crazy racist. I was never too edgy with my memes ever. And the thing is like that account gone now, so like you can't even see those tweets anymore.
Right.
And I went to go see if there was an archive, and really there's not much of an archive, like of anything of it. So I'm like completely fresh in terms of. So for me, like this whole suspension was this amazing godsend. So now I'm like at this point where I'm like
fresh start.
Yeah, like nobody can really say anything to me, and that's why I feel like a lot of these SJWs don't engage me. Like they don't engage me. They don't get in my face. No, not really. Like some of them do, or they try to, but I just like one guy was so annoying. Like he was like, this guy had like fucking 1,000 followers or something like that. And he was like, you must be new to Twitter. It's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, what are you saying? Like, why are you talking to me like that, you condescending piece of garbage? And like, that's the extent of how I'll engage them. Like I won't ever like get really crazy with them or say something that's like aggressive or like strike at their ideologies that way. But like, I'll make sure to tell them that I don't think they're very pleasant people. And I think that's what it comes down to. I like surrounding myself with pleasant people.
So
that's why I'm surrounded by people like you.
Yeah. Well, this whole Tariq thing then must have been a experience for you.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I want to tweet something out right now to Talib. I want to tweet something out right now to him.
Okay.
Because I tweeted something a little while ago to him, but I'm going to do it now. I was going to save it, but I should just do it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what was it? Oh, where is it? Oh no.
You've lost it.
Okay, we'll work on this one together. I'm gonna say hey at Talib Kweli. Well, actually, I'm going to unmute. I'm gonna unmute him because I muted him because he was talking too much. He was being so annoying.
Okay.
I am deeply apologetic for the manner in which I treated you. Where can I send Starbucks gift card?
Sure, like that. Oh,
I don't know what he's.
I hope he gives you an address.
I hope he hates on me even more. That would be amazing. I'm gonna unmute him right now and see what he says, and then we'll see what happens.
Is his channel still down?
Is my channel? Yeah, totally. My channel has 6 strikes on it. So four of the strikes that I immediately appealed. I appealed them, and I contacted my channel manager at YouTube, and he sent it out right away. He forwarded the appeals right away. So then those 4 appeals that I made, as of that day, were 10 days away from from being removed, right?
Right.
If he doesn't respond, he has to respond. He has to either uphold the appeal, at which point I need to go to court. And I don't think he's going to uphold them because he doesn't want this kind of problem. It's going to be really annoying to have to take me to court in Montreal, because he needed to take me to court in Montreal. He wouldn't be able to take me to court in California, just based on the laws and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to happen. But then after putting those 4 appeals, he fucking struck me twice again on 2 separate fucking videos. I was like, shit. And then I appealed those, but the appeal only got forwarded like 2 or 3 days ago. So I'm going to be out of commission for at least another 10 days.
Oh, that's such a pain in the ass. So what's he actually flagged it as? Because it's not copyright. Obviously, it's not copyright issue.
No, it's copyright claim. It was a claim.
Sorry?
It was all copyright claim.
Even
if you want it.
Even though you
want, I can show you it.
But
so there's only one video. There's only one video that he used, or that he took down, which was my response video, where I'll just give you. I'll give you a folder here.
Yeah.
So you can CMC. So that's the bitly that I made. So pretty much it's got hi. Pretty good new. But yeah, so pretty much that folder that I'm giving you has all of the stuff in it.
Oh, wow.
Like everything.
Okay,
all the pictures, all the images. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Tweets and stuff. Screenshot. Okay, here we go. Taken down. Viewing restrictions taken down. Copyright strike received. And that's it. They don't even give you... Oh, manually detected. King Flex... You've got to be shitting me. King Flex Entertainment. That's
King Flex Entertainment.
Good name, bro.
So the first claim I got was last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Not the one that just passed, but the one before that. That was because of the reaction video I did to him. It was a response video to him like saying some really racist stuff. And what I did was I took his entire video, the entire racist tirade that he had, I sized it down and put it into a cell phone, and then it was just me and my friends, like the YouTube buddies, just chilling in the pool in the back. So his audio was playing, and he was there, he was visible there, but he was in his cell phone, and it just was to show that we didn't care. We were just having a great time in a pool, just chilling while he went off on this racist tirade. I didn't say a word in that video, not one word. And so he took that down, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to contest that. I was like, whatever, it's not a big deal. I wasn't going to make a big scene about it at all. I was really just going to be like, well, I did say like, oh, he contested it, so he claimed it, but I didn't really care because it was 1 strike. But then when I woke up the next morning and there was 3 additional strikes, then I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me.
He's just doing it to be a nuisance, just to try and get under your skin. Like he knows this copyright shit's not even going to...
Yeah, but he's not really getting. The thing is, he hasn't really gotten under my skin. Like a lot of his fans and followers, and I'm sure some of my critics who aren't fans of his either, are like, "Oh, he's getting under my skin." But the reality is that for me, like this has been nothing but beneficial. Like my channel subs have gone up, like my followers have gone up, like everything, like my impressions have gone through the roof. Like that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So like for me, this entire experience has been a blessing.
That's awesome. So fuck
like
you.
that's it.
3.
Yeah. It's like thanks, Tariq. Thank you very much for doing this for me. I appreciate that. Are you still able to see me, by the way? Am I like super dark right now?
Oh, it's a little bit dark.
It's not bad. Yeah, let me just change up.
If you compare it to my screen, it's super light.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's okay. It'll give me a chance to read some super chats. You thought I'd forgotten about you, but I didn't. I've been writing it down. Addie Chris says, "Yay, Bunty! Much love, tits." Squirrel Night. Excuse me, I've still got that flu thing a little bit. Did it with Blair White. Did it with Blonde. Now it's your turn, tits. Please say in your best German accent. Oh, here we go. Ich lieb dich. That's probably really bad. I will rate you afterwards. I don't know why when you say speak German, you want to speak it really harshly. Oh, that's all right. I'm just reading some super chats out. What else have we got here? Squirrel Night. By the way, Bunty King is a little too dark. Yeah, I think we just fixed that issue.
What do you mean I'm a little too dark?
Yeah, what do you mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
Man? You fucking bigot, Squirrel Night. Zine Wolf. Oh wow, SugarTits is cute and is better than Bearing. Thank you, Zine Wolf. Resistance Podcast. What up, you guys? Best book you guys have ever read? If you don't read, then favorite genre of movies and why? Oh, do you want to go first there?
Favorite genre of movies? Favorite genre of movies?
Best book, or if you don't read, favorite genre of movies.
Best book, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
Oh, Dickens fan.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love Dickens. Dickens used to get paid by the word, so he was a big rat. And he essentially was like, because he knew he was getting paid by the word, he spent an exorbitant amount of time just fucking describing things. And
is that why I find him a little long-winded?
Oh yeah, no, totally, because he used to get paid by the word. Like, he used to get paid by the word. Because all of his books were published in papers, right? They were published in journals before. It wasn't like he printed a book. It wasn't like just he went to the publisher and they fucking sold a bunch of copies. No, it was like available in installments. And that's why also a lot of the times, like, the way he wrote, like, ended in cliffhanger. Every kind of thing was like ended in cliffhangers. It was really fucking, honestly, you know, him and Tolkien were like the masters of fucking really extending things, because Tolkien also started off getting published in journals as well. So like the thing is like, but I love his writing style. I love Dickens' writing style because he's so beautiful. Like, there's words, like the way the manner in which he would describe things was incredible. Like, I feel like if anyone really is into writing, they need to read Dickens. And I feel like they always go for like the 70s, the 60s and 70s writers, but not the Victorian, man. The Victorian writers are the best.
Oh, absolutely. Like who did Lady Chatterley's Lover?
I have no idea.
Having a blank. Ugh, that's really bad. I like his style, that style anyway. But when did you read Lord of the Rings?
I read Lord of the Rings a long time ago.
Me too.
A long time ago, but I don't think I finished Return of the King.
Oh, really?
Take it easy, guys.
I couldn't.
No, I never finished Return of the King. No, never.
No. And
I think I need to go back. It's one of those books I need to finish.
Yeah. I get too tempted to just watch the movie, but I remember when the movies came out, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure it's like if you're a Game of Thrones fan, but you read the books, like you get pissed off when you notice all of these things missing.
Yeah. I mean, I at first was a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Like, I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. But then I tried rewatching Lord of the Rings, and I just thought it was so cheesy. It's so cheesy.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous. And you know, watching The Hobbit, that was so cheesy as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was alarming. I mean, and then there's but I mean, Game of Thrones though, I feel like I read the first book.
Yeah.
And the first book was very similar to the first season, like very, very similar to the first season. So, but I heard that it really gets further and further out. But I find that even though it's different, I first of all, I stopped reading the books, so I'm just watching the TV show now. But I find that the acting quality and the drama and the character development is still good.
Yeah,
like, it's not
is,
shit.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are a little bit bothered by the sequence of events that occur in the show, because they've read the books, but at the same time, I'm not too bothered because it's just still a beautiful show. Like, it's still really cool.
Yeah. Well, they don't they think this coming season is like going to be the last, or?
It's the second to last season.
Second last
season. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this rat to fucking finish the books. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the books are finished already. I feel like they're finished already, but he's holding out. He's like waiting.
There's got to be a movie deal in there somewhere when this is wrapped.
There was something going on about a movie too. That would be amazing. A Game of Thrones movie, like rated R. I would love that. I would love that.
That'd be so good.
That'd be incredible.
I feel like I don't know. It would have to be a long movie, wouldn't it? Like a 3-hour epic or something.
Yeah, it would have to be. I think so too. I definitely think so too.
So what are some of these other chats?
He hasn't responded yet. He was so fast on the response earlier. Yeah, he was so fast on the response earlier.
He's got you on notification. Well, maybe it's because you blocked him for a little while and he got a little bit butthurt about it. Toad McKinley, Tariq might have lost his channel for being a racist dick, but now he has relaunched his rap career. We won the battle, but we lost the war. Has he really relaunched his rap career?
Yeah, he's trolling. I don't know if he's trolling though. At this point, I don't know if he's trolling. I have no idea. I have no idea what his deal is.
Was he good? To be honest, I haven't heard any of his rap songs. Was he decent?
No, he's shit. He's very shit. Lacey Green liked the tweet. She's so cute. I love Lacey.
Oh, she's lovely.
She is so lovely, and she's so lovely, and I'm so pissed off at how people are treating her. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why? Like, I just feel like, you know, it's so funny. People are like, oh, well, you shouldn't have to meet someone in real life to want to be nice to them. And it's like, you know, like, it's really hard to like it's really hard to like kind of just like not break people down into these like figureheads online.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny. I was talking to Lacey at this party, and I was like, Lacey, like, you know, it's funny. It's like everyone's like this figurehead in the community. If you think about it, like Game of Thrones style, like everyone's like kind of like you were a figurehead of the far left, you know, and like and then you have like people like Richard Spencer who are the figureheads of like the far right, you know, and then you have people like Chris Reagan who are in the middle, and like, you know, people like myself who are like trying to build bridges. And the fact that you came over like makes it so huge for everyone, because the people on the left are freaking out. And so she was like a little bit confused. I was talking about people like there were just these ideologies and just these figureheads. I'm like, no, but that's really what it comes down to, because that's what they see online. People that are on Twitter, they don't see normal people. They just see like they just see like ideas. And it's so annoying because like it's like, you know, we went to VidCon, I met Lacey, and you know, it was like fast friends for me. I was like, oh, like, but then again, that's easy for me. Like anytime I meet someone in real life, I'm already predisposed to liking them. I'm gonna like them.
Well, I think, I don't know, like when you meet people in real life, I think you kind of, you know, you want to try and get along in the beginning. It's not like you just meet someone and then you automatically just want to be a dick to them. Like,
no, that means because that would mean you're a dick.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's so funny. It's so funny. It was so funny because there's some people that I met at VidCon that like were really not as talkative. And then when they get onto fucking, when they get back home and they start uploading videos, all of a sudden they're like, oh my god, the lights are shit here. Come on, just turn on the fucking thing. And like and now all of a sudden they're like these like they're talking shit. It's just so weird. It's like they were sheepish, literally sheepish in like fucking in public, in person. And then they get home and they start talking like they're talking like they know everything that's going on, like they're the fucking masters. And
they've grown a pair of balls now that they're back in their comfy little.
Now they're not around people in real life, like, so I don't know, and it's crazy because like I don't want to be like, oh well, I don't want to tell people to not listen to them because like they're like, I've seen them in real life and I know what they're like. I know that they're fucking not these stand-up dudes, you know. But I'm like, shit, it just sucks because people all have their opinions, right? So people are there talking about how Lacey is a terrible person because she says that there's two sexes, and like,
I don't know.
It's like, no, she's not a terrible person.
Yeah, I never really found her to be an extreme left sort of SJW person, even before this whole transition phase where she's like, you know, she was really heavy into her sex education talking and stuff, and like, and you know, consent and all of that. So I never found her to be really an extreme. So I can see how she's more willing to you know, have a look at the other side and question her ideas and stuff. So
I mean, like, I don't know, it's just I remember my introduction to Lacey Green was the whole like when she was screaming into the camera about Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, that was your introduction, was it? Okay.
That was my introduction to Lacey. So I didn't think I wasn't like, oh my god, like what a terrible woman. I was just like, I was like, whoa, she's really distressed that Donald Trump won. Like that's intense. And I remember I brought that up around her in person, and she was like, she got kind of embarrassed, but it was like I felt so bad because I didn't want her to feel embarrassed. I was like, oh, it's just funny, it's just cool, like it doesn't matter. It's like I was happy that like the best part about the whole thing was that day when we hung out was the same day this fucking piece, this hit piece got written by some chick named some trans girl. I forget her name. But it was like, so it was such a shitty piece. It was so shitty. And I'm standing there and I'm talking to her. I'm like, how the fuck can anyone say anything bad about this person? Like, she's just a nice human being. And it's just crazy because everyone talks shit because they're not with you. They're not around you. You know, it's a lot harder to talk shit about someone once you've actually spoken to them.
Yeah.
Oh, her name is Caitlin Burns. Thank you so much.
Caitlin Burns. Caitlin, that's not very fucking nice, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I guess it's kind of not being able to separate someone's ideas from, you know, their personalities. So, you know, it's like if you, this is like the thing that happened with Bering, right? If you dare to even question a case put forward of rape, like, you're just skeptic about it, then, oh my God, you must be a rape apologist. Like, you know.
Yeah, no,
that kind of bullshit.
Crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
it's absolutely nuts. I mean, I've had my run-ins with those kind of people on Facebook because Facebook is super left-leaning. I'm sure that you know that.
Yeah.
And someone accused me of not being an ally to women, and I was like, yo, lady, like, and she unfriended me right after, and I was like, lady, really? Like I'm more of an ally to women than 99% of the keyboard warriors that you know. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry, I'm not shitting all over fucking what's his name, Casey Affleck, because I don't know what the whole deal is about his whole scandal. Like, it was insane. I was just talking about Casey Affleck. I'm like, so why do people assume that he is a rapist if he hasn't actually been convicted of rape and it was settled out of court? That was the question I asked, and everyone lost it. I'm like, it just, for me, I just don't get it. Like, it's kind of scary for me as a guy. Like, what if some woman decides to do that to me? Like, am I going to be a rapist because that some woman accused me of it? Like, it's like, you know, like,
that's some scary shit. It's some scary shit. Yeah.
It's like, fucking scary. It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Well, like, the wrong guy, the wrong time, ruin your fucking life. Even if even if everything clears, you've still got that on your name. So, yeah, some scary stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So what else is going on? What else is going on in Bunty world other than Tariq dramas and Buntyverse?
I don't know. Nothing really. I mean, I went on a date a couple of days ago.
Oh, did you?
Actually, yeah, I went on a date on Thursday, and then on Wednesday, and then I went on a date on Thursday.
How'd it go?
And same girl, and it was nice. Like, it was really nice, and she's like very intelligent, like really intelligent, and she's pretty, but like, something about me is off in the whole situation, because I'm just like really fucked up emotionally. I'm not like in the best emotional state. I've got everything else going, like professionally I'm like chilling, for like you know, like all this, like, you know, socially I'm chilling, but when it comes to like emotion, and it comes to like being with someone, I have this apprehension all the time. I always get this apprehension. This apprehension is mainly because I'm constantly asking myself the what if, like, what if something else is out there? Like, what if something amazing is out there?
Oh,
and
no.
like, yeah, and a lot of people have this like idea of relationships, and they have like this idea that like, oh, well, you know what, you got to meet someone, and when you meet someone, like, you know, it takes time for things to develop. But in all of my relationships, all the ones where I've like been like, this is my girlfriend, I've had an overwhelming feeling of like want to see this person. Overwhelming, like the girl I lived with for 3 years. You know, when I met her, I was like, you know, we were telling each other we liked each other. We're like, oh, I like you, like I like you, like for like a month or two.
Yeah.
But we both knew that we were just telling each other that we loved each other. Like, so I like was like, I want the kind of relationship where I'm in love, and I'm in love from the get-go. Hold on, something coming.
Instantaneous.
Yeah, I love that instantaneous stuff.
I
love it.
Fair enough. I don't know. That's, I guess, see, I've been with Bering since I met him when I was 17 and he was 18. So long fucking time.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea that you and Bering were together, first of all. I don't know about any of the relationships that are going on. I don't know who's
really?
dating who on YouTube or stuff like that. No, that's cool. That's really
I
good.
keep it. We keep it that shit low key.
Oh well, it's not low key now.
Brag about it. No, I think
I'm
most
not
people
gonna go.
know because
I'm not gonna go talking about it. But yeah, it was
because
funny.
we're the bears, you
I
know.
guess yeah.
we're the bears.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, see the
That makes
bears.
sense.
No, but yeah, we've been together forever. I think that I don't know. I'm in that sort of way. I think it's nice to not have been jaded by the dating game by going.
That's great.
Through...
You were since you were 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's like high
17.
school sweethearts. That's
No,
so cute.
Well, it was right after.
Still though, it's like it's
high
really
school.
young. You're really young, so it's like you're like young sweethearts that like are like still together, which is adorable. I've always wanted that, but unfortunately, I was ugly. I was very hideous for a very long period of my life.
Oh, that's
like
bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
I would say
that.
I was just like very like nerdy looking, you know, until I got rid of my glasses by getting laser eye and I grew a beard.
Oh my god, you got laser eye?
Yeah, then I went into full man mode. And what the fuck is wrong with this light, man? I swear to God, like just Jesus, like, turn on. It's like a nice orange light too, which is like it's like nice and comforting, but it keeps going away. Yeah, okay. So yeah, but it's like super like I hate this is yeah, I don't know. So yeah, no, I've always wanted that. I've always wanted like a happy like I don't like, you know, it's funny, like my last girlfriend was like, you know, and that was a really fucked up relationship because she really fucked that up. And a part of me, like not a part of me, like a huge part of me, and I think this has a lot to do with why I have trouble getting into this, like even thinking about dating another girl is because I'm still like a big part of my heart just wants her so badly. Like I want to be with this woman again. And so like I've and I just feel her. I like want her, you know, like it's crazy the relationship they had. She was instrumental in actually breaking down my political correctness, because before I met her I was like super PC, and then so she started like we would call each other faggots, and it was like so nice. I thought that was so beautiful. I was like, oh my god, like it's so nice to call her a faggot and she calls me a faggot. And at one point, like, you know, we were just it was so nuts. Like it was just like we had a really weird relationship, really like weird relationship. Anybody looking in from the outside would have been like, what the fuck is this? Like what is going on? Yeah, it was nuts. Like it was nuts. Yeah, that's like
awesome. That's kind of how I am with wearing. Well, we rip into each other all the time. It's that kind of, I don't know. I think,
no, it wasn't like ripping. It wasn't ripping into each other. It was like really like this. Like it was super sexually charged. It was also like just like pure like romance in the sense. And she would I won't like. She hasn't talked to me in about like a little while now, and the reason why she hasn't talked to me is because she's really trying to keep her distance, because she knows that she's fucked up. She knows that she fucked up the entire relationship. She fucked up the relationship like big time, because she was actually did something so retarded. And I don't want to bring it up here. It really doesn't matter, but it's just like she did something really bad. And so she's keeping her distance because she sees me and she sees what I'm doing. She sees how the connections I'm making with people and how people like are coming to me, and people are starting to look at me as this person that when I talk about politics, they want to pay attention. Yeah. She's like, she knows I'm growing my platform. She knows that I'm making something of myself, and she doesn't want to weigh me down. And talking to her did weigh me down quite a bit, because it was really hard, because like I would want to, whenever she had a moment where she was feeling bad about herself, I wanted to make her feel good, and I would do this at the expense of myself. I'd want to make sure that she was feeling good. And so, but the thing is like yourself. Yeah, so I stopped thinking about myself. But it was like really crazy, because like we would say crazy shit to each other. Like I was like, I want you to fucking piss on me. Like I'm not even fucking joking. I'd look at her, I want you to fucking piss on me. This is the one girl that could piss on me. Like I would fucking let her pee on my dick any day. It was amazing. I was like, I've never on the dick, on the chest. I don't give a fuck. Like I've never been into peeing for sex stuff. But I was like, if you want to pee on me, you can pee on me. I don't give a fuck. That's how much I loved her. And the only thing is like no shitting. But this is the first girl who's like, oh, I've done like ass play with. Like it was fucking great. I was like, this is a person that I really just want to do stuff with. Like anything with. Like it's just so good. So, but yeah, that's and the thing is now is that. And we had a secret handshake where we would grab each other's crotches. in public. Like, the fuck, man. I was like, this is like a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And now, like, that's not happening right now. And I'm there in this mode where I'm just like, I meet all these other women and I'm like, I can't do this with them. I can't like talk about like, you know, I can't like talk about how retarded someone is. You know, she's funny. She messaged me the other day.
Yeah.
Not the other day, when she was talking to me, and she was like, she saw about the whole Tariq Nasheed thing, and she was livid. She was like, I would fucking kill this guy. She was like, I want to fucking kill him. And she was like messaging her friends advice and being like, write about this guy. This guy's evil and he's crazy. Look what he's doing to this guy that I like. Look what he's doing to my ex, like stuff like that. It was like really like she's super invested. So I wouldn't be surprised if she knows what's going on. She keeps like a close eye on me, and I know it seems kind of stalkerish, but like she knows exactly what's happening all the time.
It
So
seems like you really, I still have a closeness.
No, totally. That's why I think that, yeah, it's not the move. I think just talking to you about it means that I really shouldn't fucking be pursuing any other woman. It'd be unfair to them. It'd be really unfair to them. So I should not do that.
No, I think so.
I think I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah.
Well, she'll be watching this back, and who knows what she'll think from listening.
Yeah, no, she'll watching this. She knows. I'm pretty sure she knows. Like, I'm trying to like fucking see what's out there, but
you're still, you're still there.
There needs to be like the next girl needs to be like the fucking. Like, she needs to be next level. Like, I don't date laterally. All the girlfriends that I've had have always been a step above the rest. They've always been, and not to do it comparatively. Like, I'm not comparing them all the time, but like, I've always found something that I had in the previous relationship and more.
That's a hard gig, man. That's a hard. This is the whole jadedness of the relationship dating game, like, you know.
But I don't focus on the negative aspects. Like, I don't really do that. I don't focus on the things that like they did wrong ever. I never one term that's really good that one thing that was told to me when I went through my first breakup was never let your next pay for your ex.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So if whoever your next girlfriend is, they're not your ex-girlfriend. So if they do stuff that may be similar to what your ex did, then it's not the same person that you're dealing with. And I love that.
That's hard though, isn't it? Like
it's not hard.
Compare. No. Well, I'm not really like I said, I've been with the same cunt for fucking 14 years. I know nothing about dating. I would be
really
pathetic. I'd be fucking pathetic if I had to start dating again. I wouldn't even know what to do.
It's really easy. You just go there, you meet them, and you talk, and you just have a good time. And if you do something silly, you laugh it off, and you point out the fact that you did something silly, and that's it. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's a good thing because, like, yeah.
Well, I definitely date a lot. Like, I've dated a lot. I've like, you know, I've hooked up often. But I just don't find it rewarding. So like nowadays, and I have this thing now where I don't have sex with a woman unless I can picture them with my kid. And the reason why I don't do that is because I have a friend who was having sex with a woman, and she told them something else about being on the pill, and ended up getting pregnant. And now he's got a kid walking around the world, and I'm just like. And I see him, and I just know how much it's fucked him up, and I'm just like, I don't want that. If I run the risk of having a kid with a woman, I'd want to make sure that woman is like a fucking boss lady, like a sweet person who like I would be proud of saying, yes, that's my child's mother. So that's why I don't sleep with women who I don't see myself dating in the long run.
There you go. Shit gets real when you get a little bit older, doesn't it? Like, you don't think about that sort of stuff when you're 18, 19, you just want to get your dick wet.
I think I've always been like a super relationship dude. Like, I've always really cared about wanting to have something that's valuable with family and kids in the future. Like, that's something that's always been a thing for me.
Yeah, I think so. Me too. Yeah, but that's, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, so I can't. If you're looking for dating advice from me, because I'm not a good.
I'm not looking for dating advice. No, I'm just talking. We're just talking. We just started talking about something. We just went off in that direction. I think you asked me something, and I was like, "Oh, you asked me what was going on in my life. What was going on aside from YouTube?" And I was like, "Hey,
right. Yeah, that's right. We just got into the emotional stuff.
Yeah, we got there, but yeah. Apart from that, I mean, I'm just like involved in like a community project here that's called Bunker, and right in front of where I worked, it was this old munitions factory that pretty much employed majority of women in the area to create munitions for World War II.
Okay, yeah.
And that was recently just like razed. Like that was recently just like fucking like demolished. And so now we're doing this with this we're creating this pop-up village, and we're gonna get containers, and we're gonna have a bar and a DJ booth and a terrace and stuff like that. And like it's just gonna be there temporarily for 2 months, and it's gonna be like a mix between like street art and fine art and stuff like that. And it's gonna be a community project, pretty much aimed to like get people into the community that I'm in, because the community that I'm in is called it's Midtown Montreal, and it used to be the crown jewel of Montreal in terms of the textile industry and in terms of fashion. And eventually, because of globalization, it all moved outwards,
Okay.
And now it's on the rise again, because there's a lot of cheap spaces that are available, and a lot of startups are moving in. And the community like doesn't have a lot of stuff. Everyone, if you want to do something, if you live there, you have to go outside of it. So we're trying to give the community an option to kind of do stuff there. And then on top of that, bring people from outside the community in, so we can start like kind of like bringing businesses in and start like making the area like a nice like area to live in again. So I'm involved with that, and I'm going to be talking more about that on like my Twitter and like YouTube as that comes along. But I'm trying to find the right balance.
That's something. So that's
I don't want to sound
really nice that you're so involved with your community and you want to do things too.
Well, totally. I care about it so much. I do. And that's why when people talk about like, what are you doing? What are you doing apart from just being on Twitter? I'm like, I'm doing so much, you asshole. Like, shut up. Like, leave me alone.
You get that?
I get it all the time. I get people telling me like, oh, a lot of Tariq's followers were like, what have you done for the community? And I find that so fascinating, because what has Tariq done? I mean, he's made these documentaries, but what has he done?
Yeah.
Like I just, for me, I find that fascinating. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning because
Tariq shit will be over and done with you in as soon as possible. So
it will be soon, but I'm never gonna get off his ass. So long as he exists on social media, I'm gonna fucking be on him. I'm gonna on him, watching everything he says. The other day, do you see what he said? He said the KKK started off as a joke. I was like, what? What do you mean it started off as a joke? What are you saying? Like, why are you downplaying the KKK? Everyone is so backwards. They're playing up the KKK today, like they're like a massive threat, and then they're talking about what they were like back then as if they weren't a threat. Like, what? They were a fucking massive threat back then. They were crazy and scary, and they wanted to fucking kill black people.
Yeah, they were like lynchings and stuff. Like they were killing.
Yeah, it's like why are you saying they started off as a joke? Like they're a joke today, but they're not a joke. They weren't a joke yesterday. It's just weird. It's very weird. It's like this constant like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get the I don't really get where they're coming from. I don't. The whole racism and shtick.
Yeah, no, he's crazy. He's crazy. Racism exists, obviously. But like the kind of racism that they're talking about isn't even racism. It's like people making jokes and they're like, racism. It's like, oh, that's not racism, you idiot. Like, wait till you see it, and it's really bad. And let's deal with it when we see it. So
yeah, not just a stupid joke. I did this stream a little while back with Andy and some black guy and Bearing, and I wrote this overtly racist script, like deliberately kind of pushing the boundaries on racist stuff, and I got them to. The whole thing was like there was a 3 characters. There was an Australian guy, a black guy, and a Chinese guy, and you had to speak the part out in the most elaborately kind of racist accent that you could come up with. And then twice during the script they had to switch roles and try to mimic the last person's accent. So if you were just listening to this and you didn't know even what the fuck was going on, you would have thought it was so racist. Even the script, like, I love stereotypes, and I don't know, maybe if that's like the same with you growing up and then, you know, being subjected a little bit to racist comments or whatever, or jokes or whatever. You just sort of, you know, you take it and you harden up and you just learn to, if you see the funny side of it as well and not get oversensitive about it, and, you know, I don't know where I'm going with this. Like, you just sort of, if you can take the joke, and then it just sort of, you know, takes away any power against people who maybe really are racist.
No, you can. You totally can. Like, when you just take the word and you, like, laugh about it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a thing that I feel like, what I feel like the Black community hasn't done correctly is they've taken the word nigger back, right? And, you know, taking it, called it nigga and stuff like that, and like it's like cool. I'm glad that they did that, because I mean, obviously it was a word that was used to really hurt them and marginalize them, and it was used to identify them in a very, very fucked up way.
Yeah.
But what they did was by saying that only they can use it, they've given it more power, because they're like, oh wow, they feel like only they can use it, because when we use it, it's still racist, you know?
Yeah.
So what I did to overcome my racism was I was like, oh, dude, like, I'm just going to take back all the slur words that were used on me. But I was like, you can still use them if you want to use them. I don't give a shit. Like, use them. Who cares? Like, you want to call me a packy and you want to, like, if you can, like, we can joke about that word as much as you want. The moment you decide to use it for real, then you look like an idiot. You're not the one that looks like a funny dude. No one thinks you're funny for using that word, and no one thinks you're funny for being an asshole. So if you want to, like, go ahead and use it and you want to look like an idiot while using it, then be my guest. But I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, that's
fair enough. So that's the way I deal with it. And of course, because I deal with it that way, they're telling me, well, I'm just bootlicking and I'm letting them say whatever they want to say. I'm like, yeah, I'm just letting them say whatever they want to say, because it's of no consequence to me at all. It really does not matter. It's fun. It's just fun.
Oh, the bootlicking stuff. I hate that. I hate those comments. Like, you're just sucking up. You're just fucking...
Oh, I hate that. Huh? It's like, what do you mean bootlicking? Like, these people... what? Like, no. No, they're projecting. They're totally projecting.
Yeah. Well, look, we might wrap it up. I think we've been going over an hour.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Yeah, we have. Actually, I'll just read out these last super chats.
Yeah, read out the super chats.
Select people. It's a thing now. Let's see. Todd McKinley says Tariq might have lost his channel for being a racist. Oh, no, we read that one. Yes, we lost that's him starting his rap career thing. Pablo Martinez, I wish I could sing. Hopefully you guys can see me singing in my Twitter page, heavens_angel26. Okay, we'll have a look. Cool tree man, listening with one ear while working my job at fast food. Shh, lol. Okay. Concentrate. Kenneth G. You are awesome, SugarTits. Much love. Can you ask Bunty why I am not allowed to type in his general Discord chat? Do you have to do something special?
Oh yeah. You have to go to the verified channel. When you go to the verified channel, you can then just go and say, hey, what's up? Like, this is what's happening. And then you just let yourself. What's your name? What's his name on Discord?
Kenneth G's KENIFFG. And what else have we got? We got Squirrel Knight. That was one cute German accent. Let's try it with wieners, but it's what Wiener Zucker. That's cocksucker, isn't it? You just got me to say cocksucker. By the way, your mate is still too dark. No bigot, though. No bigot. Okay.
It's still too dark, really?
I think that's what he said. We tried.
That might have been a little bit. That might have been a little while ago. Now it's not that bad.
John Woodruff says Bunty is MGTOW. I knew it, girl. Quick, girl, stop him.
No, I'm definitely not MGTOW. I fucking love. Like, I don't get people that hate women. I don't get dudes that are so shit and pathetic that they don't like women. Like, fuck, man. You can't live without women. Like, women like I love
You're gay.
I love I love living with a woman. Like living with a woman is the best thing ever. It really is. It's the best thing ever.
Really, what do you like about living with women?
Do you and Bering live together?
Yes, he's in the next room sleeping.
Oh, what I love about living with women is you know, just the fact that they're like a lot cleaner. You know, like they're a lot tidier and stuff like that, and like obviously it makes me keep in check, and plus it gives me the opportunity to just be an awesome boyfriend.
Well, see, there you go. There you go, ladies.
I love
Bunty over here. He enjoys cleaning for women. Could you teach Bering a thing or two, please?
I mean, here's the thing, right? I love what I love doing. What I've done so many times when I was living with my ex was, I've made sure that dinner was ready before she got home. Like when she was on her period. When she was on her period, I'd massage her feet, and I would buy her chocolates, and then I would massage her back, and then I'd get a fucking amazing blowjob, and like it was just like an excellent exchange.
Yeah.
It was just like great, like that was just it for me. Like it was like it just gives you an opportunity to like be cool, and also they were their cleanliness rubbed off on me. They're like, okay, well, they would show me how to do things. I don't want to like get you going here for too long, but one of the things that I learned from one of my relationships was never go to like someone's house if they've invited you over for an event empty-handed. You should always bring something. Always bring like a bottle of wine or something like that, and that's something that she taught me.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Courtesy. Yeah, girls are always thinking about shit like that.
Yeah, they're great. They're great for that.
So you can teach Bering a few things. I'm going to get him to watch this stream. See, look, huh? Look, this guy's over here. He's massaging his girlfriend's feet. Like, what are you doing? I'm going to make him clean the fucking back toilet tonight. He still needs to mow the lawn, the bastard.
Oh, you guys have a house?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's great.
It's the middle of winter here, and I don't know, the grass is getting so fucking long. It's just miserable outside, and he doesn't want to go out there with them. I understand, but it's either that or I'm going to make him clean.
Do you have any horrifying insects around you? Like any horrifying, poisonous, monstrous insects around you?
Well, yeah, we do, but
disgusting.
You never see them. Like there's snakes and that, but they're somewhat intelligent. They avoid people. They don't like to actually be around people, so you don't see them. And
what's the biggest spider? What's the biggest spider you've seen?
Oh, big, but not here. Like, because where I'm from in Australia, I'm down in the south, and it's a lot colder than the rest of Australia. So more of the poisonous snakes and spiders, they live in the warmer areas. But where my dad lives up in Queensland, there's like these golden orb spiders, and they're about the size of your hand, probably.
Yeah, I refuse. I don't ever want to visit Australia. I feel like Australia would be. Maybe I'll visit.
No, you should.
Visit. I mean, I've been to Africa. I'm pretty sure they have huge spiders there, and I didn't see a single spider. You
won't see anything, like unless you go out right into the bushes, and even then, you'll be lucky to see something.
Fuck that, man!
We hype it up a lot.
Spiders scare the shit out of me.
Oh, really?
They scare the shit out of me. They're gross.
No, they're not
Horrifying.
gross.
They're horrifying. They're like, you don't know what they're thinking.
What do you mean?
I don't like insects. I don't like insects. Like, you can look at an animal, right? You can look at like anything that isn't like a reptile. You can look at like a cat, or you can look like a dog, and you can like know if the dog is dangerous. You can know if the cat is like your cat's like, you can know what's up, right?
Body language.
But a spider?
They're just more in tune to living with us. I think
a spider, holy shit! Oh my god, spider! You can't look at it and be like, "Oh, it's feeling like this today." No, it looks like.
I think it's mostly chemical. I don't think that they're really plotting your downfall or how they're going to fuck you up. We have this spider living. It was living above the back doorway, and Bering's the same. He fucking hates spiders as well, and he cracked the shit at me because I was keeping it as a pet. I even named it like Teddy, and
Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw you tweet about that.
Yeah, but he hated it.
Isn't that an actual poisonous spider though? That's an actual poisonous spider. If that spider bites you, you'd fucking have some problems, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure that spider that you took a photo of has like something on his back that like indicates that it is a poisonous spider.
No,
Not
well,
like a
it's
sign,
venomous.
but like it's like one
yeah,
of those spiders.
it is
Yeah,
venomous,
there you go.
but it's not severe. It's not severely venomous. Like if you were to get bitten by it, you might get irritation, a rash, or if you were allergic, it would be more severe. But no, in terms of the kinds of spiders we have here, it's pretty low threat. That it's called a common black house spider, for fuck's sake. And you know, the thing I like about them is they eat mosquitoes, and I hate mosquitoes more than I hate spiders.
Mosquitoes are pretty bad because they're like aggressive. I also don't like wasps. Wasps I find are also really annoying because they just get in your shit.
Yeah.
Like a wasp just buzzes around you all the time, tries to get real close to you and shit like that. That's why I kind of hate eating it on terraces in during the summer. I'm like not happy. During the fall, once all the fucking insects are like busy, like almost dying, great.
Yeah.
But
we
like
have this no, sorry, go on. I interrupted you.
No, I mean, that's it. Wasps I'm not happy with.
We have this wasp here. It's called the Australian wasp or some shit like that. But there are these other big spiders here called huntsman spiders, and maybe they're like sort of half the size of your hand. And they target these huntsman spiders and they drag them off into their burrows and like plant their babies inside them, and then the babies hatch and then they eat the like huntsman from the inside out.
That's disgusting. That's so scary.
It's cool.
They have these spiders. They have these wasps in Japan that can like 5 of them can like destroy an entire bee colony, and they spray a poison. They can spray a fucking acidic poison out of their abdomens that like can actually burn you, and that's fucking crazy to me. And I'm like, that should not exist.
Oh wow.
There's no purpose for those things. What do they do? Like, what do they do for us as human beings? If they were gone, I feel like there wouldn't be a major issue in the ecosystem. Like, if they didn't exist anymore, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Like, I'm sure that the ecosystem would find a way to rebalance itself. So let's eradicate those things. That's what I would like to do. It's fucking horrifying.
Do you know? Oh, what's his name? Carl Pilkington. No.
Oh wait! Is that the guy? Like, is that the guy that gets fucking stung by a bunch of different things? He's like a YouTube channel.
No. Well, do you know Ricky Gervais and Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, I know Ricky Gervais, but
yeah. So he's got this this friend, right? They were doing their radio show. Him and Stephen Fry. His name? I feel like that's wrong. Well, Stephen something. And Carl was the assigned audio engineer to them. And they basically became friends, and they made him into this, like, they made him famous because he's a bit of a dumbass, but he's just, I can't even explain Carl Pilkington to you. You'd have to watch some of his stuff. But they made him into a show called Idiot Abroad. And they did a whole bunch of podcasts with him. But what you were saying just reminded me of something. He was talking about how he hates slugs because they clog up his drain pipe, and how he sees no like importance for them or anything. And like if they were to just disappear, I'm sure the ecosystem would be completely fine. And then they get into this whole spat about like how they're food, and yes, they are important to the ecosystem, even though you might not know it.
Yeah, I guess it's true, huh? It's true. I feel like these wasps are not food for anybody. Like, I feel like these wasps are top of their food chain in the insect kingdom. Like, that's how fucked up they are. Like, I read about these wasps, and like they haven't really talked about what these wasps are like weak to. It just talked about how these wasps can fuck you up, and they can also destroy bee colonies. Like, it sounds like they're just the killers of the killers. Like, they're just really scary. Or maybe it's the fact that they actually just kill the ones that do get in our way. Mm-hmm. Because they don't necessarily get in our way too often.
Well, there's always got to be something that eats them. There must be birds that eat them or something.
Oh God, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
I got crawlies. Okay, insects are fucked up. This one time we opened when I worked at Apple, we opened up this chick's computer and there was
Yeah.
there was cockroaches in it, and they scurried out of her computer
Oh.
and rolled in and went into the fucking bench that we worked on, and I was just like, no. I was like, no. I left, and the entire day I had like the creepy crawlies. It was fucked up, and I remember looking at her motherboard, and
Yeah.
like I saw these little antennas sticking out of it, like they were like poking around. I'm like, they're like, fuck this. I was like, what are you doing? I'm
Oh,
like, why
yeah.
do you?
Yeah, no,
and this
I'm with
this
you on that
girl-
one. I can't stand cockroaches either.
Yeah, and this girl, I remember really distinctly was that this girl smelled like mud. She smelled like mud. Yeah, and she looked like a little unclean, and she was like, my computer's not working properly. Well, your computer's not working properly because cockroaches are eating it, and yeah, we can't touch your computer, so we gave it to her. We gave it back to her. We were just like, take your computer, and she like put it in her bag, and then like walked out of there, like just turned around and walked out of there. It was so creepy because like she looked like there was just like, oh, it was really weird. It was so weird. One time, my friend told me about this time she was sitting on a bus, or sorry, she was sitting on public transit, and this person got on the transit, and he was like, not only was he stinky, but he was covered in insects. Insects were crawling around him.
Oh,
like
yuck.
he was like yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like how do you get there? How do you get there? How do you get to that point in life where you are your own ecosystem for insects? That's fucked up. Like
your habitat. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, by the way, I'm like scratching myself because I'm just getting like creepy crawlies all over. Like, imagine that's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
Nuts.
you know what we don't really get here is bed bugs, but I've heard some stories from people who like lived in bed bug infested.
Oh yeah, they get like they like wake up with like fucking bleeding back and shit like that because those things are eating them. Oh, it's disgusting. Bed bugs are disgusting too.
Oh, that's
bed bugs are disgusting.
Yeah, no, they sound horrible. Well, see, that's the thing. If you go to Vietnam, you might find yourself eating a cockroach on a stick. So a little bit of street.
I would do that. I would try that out. that out. I mean, if somebody else does it with me, I'll try it out. Like I'm not gonna be the one to solo do it. Yeah, sure. I heard they're crunchy and they taste like chicken, actually.
Really? Chicken?
I heard it tastes like something like chicken. It tastes chickeny. I don't know.
See,
I really want to go to fucking. I want to go to Taiwan. Taiwan looks amazing. Have you been to Taiwan?
No, I haven't been to Taiwan. It does look nice though.
It looks like it just. I heard that the architecture is really shitty, but their culture is amazing because they're so welcoming and warm, and they just want to like fucking chill out, and they just love food, and like the food there is supposed to be amazing. Like the street markets are supposed to be amazing. Like the nighttime street, like.
Well, like you know what's really nice? Korean barbecue. Have you ever tried that?
Yes, I have. We have
sit at the table,
but I haven't had actual real Korean barbecue. But yes, I can imagine that.
So I don't know what.
Oh, you mean at the table that has the barbecue in it? Like,
yeah.
I haven't actually had that. No.
That's really nice.
I feel like if we all just shared food, a lot of stuff would just be.
Yes, racism would vanish.
Food is like the number one thing that like is just amazing. Like when you start sharing food and like everyone's like, here, come here, have this. You want a beer? Here you go. Here's this. Like, it's like everyone's just like kind of chilling. We've all surrounded ourselves because we just want to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can feed people and like just be like chill, that's why the Sikhs have it right. The Sikhs just feed people all the time. They like make food and let people can come over and they can have it. So
I know you can't be angry on a full stomach.
No, you can't. You can't. I just fed you, dude. Like, leave me alone. Stop being racist.
I don't know what Montreal's like, but where I'm from in Melbourne, we're very lucky. We've got because we have a lot of different immigrants. So except my favorite food is Mexican food, and it's shit. It's absolutely shit here. We don't have a good amount of Mexican people here to have nice Mexican food.
Really? Are?
Mm-hmm. It is very unfortunate. But no, I like the best Italian food, the best Greek food. You know, just like Vietnamese, Chinese, everything. Just especially Asian, because you know the area that we're in, we're so close to. Well, we pretty much are in the Asia region. Yeah, that's our destination of choice. Like Australians for the cheaper holiday, we go to Bali and Indonesia and places in Asia. Like Singapore is really nice as well if you do get to go around.
I heard Singapore is really nice. I heard Singapore is also super clean.
It is. It's one of the cleanest. Yeah.
And it's one of the cleanest, and crime is almost nil there.
Well, they give you a little card before you land in Singapore. They'll tell you it's illegal to chew gum. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I heard about illegal to chew gum. It's illegal to litter. Like if you litter, you can get a caning, can't you? Possibly
that's harsh, but it probably does sound right. They're very strict.
If you bring drugs in, they will fuck your life up.
Yep.
Like it is crazy there, supposedly.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
That's like especially in Indonesia as well. I mean, Indonesia is predominantly a Muslim country as well. So yeah, you have to be fucking careful. A lot of Australians have gone to Indonesia and tried to smuggle drugs, and that's it. You know,
they're never heard from again.
Yeah, they will.
That's nuts. Why would you do that?
Imprison you, and then you'll be sent in front of a firing squad, and that'll be it. There was a big case recently called the Bali 9, and they were smuggling drugs in, and I don't know if a couple of them might have got off, but yeah, they were trying here for ages to give them to get amnesty for them, because save them from the firing squad, but no. It's and especially when governments get involved, it's really sensitive as well, because we Indonesia really, they're harsh, they're strict about their penalties about doing so. So
I'm blown away that I know we're going from conversation to conversation, but I'm blown away by the fact that America just let some fucking American die in North Korea. I think that's nuts. I think that's that alone should be an act of war. That's fucked up.
I don't know too much about the case. What was the why was he charged?
Kid went to North Korea, and he decided to steal a poster. And so he was sentenced to labor for 15 years. And then he was beaten and then put into a coma, and then he died in a coma. Meanwhile, yeah, no, I don't get that. I don't get how
I've seen some fucked up videos of police interrogation, leaked police interrogation of civilians in North Korea for the
what?
Oh yeah, the one I saw recently was a woman, and I don't know. She wasn't even accused of anything. It was more of suspicion of I've heard of people making international phone calls that get fucked up. They get that executed for things you can't watch foreign films. What's the other thing? You know how they have no media. It's all controlled by the government or whatnot. They have no fucking newspapers. They're at the train station. They have this pole, with a bit of newspaper wrapped around it with maybe a couple of articles, and that's it. That's their news, and it's probably just about fucking Kim Jong anyway.
It's fucking crazy.
It is crazy, man. And then there's this other thing. They have this volcano. I saw this documentary, and they were doing it about volcanoes. So they got permission to film this particular one in North Korea, and the whole time they were just there was this propaganda, that was the thing. They had for them to come in, to them to be allowed to come in and film, they had to film all this other shit as well, showing the world how pretty North Korean Asian schoolgirls singing about the dictators and being all cute, and a whole bunch of guys in the armies just showing their might and power and stuff, and singing about the fucking dictator, and it's fucking warped. And then the other thing is, they have this statue of Kim Jong right at the base of this volcano, and they started this this story that the statue harnesses the power from the volcano. it siphons the power, energy from the volcano and into the statue, and then that energy gets like transferred into the dictator. So he's like super.
That's insane.
And that's this
madness.
Yeah.
Absolute madness.
Yeah, it's fucking next level shit in that country. And then so many people trying to escape, and they take the route through China and stuff. And I'll send you some videos.
China. Yeah, send me the interrogation video. I'm really interested in seeing that. I saw a really fucked up video. I saw a ISIS execution video where they just like shot at a bunch of people, and it's very strange because they film these execution videos like actual videos. Like they film them really like with high production value. It is really alarming. Like, and I just saw like a dude get like his face shot open, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And then the last guy, they cut his head off with like a dagger. And I was just like, this is so stupid. I'm like, these people are fucking, I hate them. I hate them so much. Like, I was like, I hate these people.
Dagger as well. That's savage. That's
no, they're really savage, and they're fucking cruel. It's so crazy. And like, I don't think people really understand just how bad Islamic extremism is. I don't think they really understand.
You seen that video of I don't know what the fuck it was. Bering showed me. It was like they had this warped scene where it was like toddlers, and they were teaching them how to execute lambs and stuff, except the lambs were fake. And then when they would get the blade and like slit the throat of the lamb, the fake lamb, they like programmed this lamb toy thing to make out this dying sound as the blood was coming out as well.
That's cool. That sounds like a cool thing to give to toddlers. I like that. I like that culture. Yeah, we should have more of that here. That's what we should have. We should just like get them in. And I get offended when people call me Pakistani or like Arab or stuff like that. I actually get offended, not because I think that being Arab or Pakistani is like a bad thing, but because it's got such a negative connotation to it, and like the fact that they're just going to go ahead and assume that on me based on anything that comes out of my mouth. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how can you even put that together? Like, I'm not that at all. That's like, why are you like so fucked up and racist about me? That happens. So
yeah.
So yeah.
So stop it.
Stupid. It's annoying.
All right. What was I doing before? We were going to wrap it up. Oh yeah, sorry.
We're gonna wrap it up. You're reading it.
That's another one from John Woodruff. I used to and still do, but there is a dark side to women, Bunty.
Okay. Of course there is. Dark side to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That can apply to everyone, can't it? You have to be a bit more specific.
Yeah, absolutely.
Squirrel Night, Wiener Zucker means actually Vienna sugar. I just like to make native English speakers say it. Oh, there you go. And then last one, just in say bruv. Values and principles are not based on race. Very good. I agree.
Yes. I agree.
So,
I agree.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for coming and chatting to me. I'm sorry.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that was good fun.
No, fine. It's totally fine. I had fun. It was good fun. We'll do it again. Get me when you have a stream with all your lady friends, get me in there. I want to just talk to all the women. Get all the women in the skeptic community together, and I want to talk to all of them.
No, that's the whole point.
I like chilling with the girls.
Bunty. Like I see you doing your all male streams and just jacking each other on big old circle jerks, and I was like, no.
No, I want to have. I want more women around. I don't know why like this movement gets described as like a male exclusive misogynistic movement, and we're like, what the fuck? I'm like, I talked to like fucking like 2-3 girls today. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, well, that's the thing I like doing about doing the stream with the girls as well, is that we don't do that as much for some reason. Like there are many female, and there are many females in the community. It's just we don't get together. But I'm really good friends with like Roaming and Barb and Memory and Blonde. So we talk all the time, even behind the scenes. So it's it can turn into a big old girl session about makeup and stupid shit like that. And then we piss off all of the chat because if you look at our subscribers, like all of our combined subscribers, it's probably about 90% male. We start talking
Wow.
about
Yeah, no,
stupid shit.
I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. But I think that's because it's just because not everyone's on the internet yet.
Yeah, I'd really love to
Not
see
everyone's on the internet yet.
more girls getting interested in this, sort of stuff that we talk about. It'd be good. Yeah, but otherwise, thank you for joining me, and thank you, chat. Always fun.
My absolute pleasure.
We shall see you next time. Bye.
Absolutely.